Hi everyone, it's Mary Kipling from Peters Township Public Library, back again with a heads up about nonfiction books in the library. Can you guess which nonfiction topic is equally popular with our adult patrons as with children? That topic is animals. Old or new, our patrons love a good animal book. Of course, the library has practical books about animals, so if you're looking to housebreak your puppy, raise chickens due to the high price of eggs, or learn how to take care of your horse, we've got books for that. But our patrons are even more fascinated about books about animal behavior, particularly when that behavior mimics human behavior. And when we sense that animals might be trying to communicate with us. In the book Alex and Me by Irene Pepperberg, she studied her own pet, an African gray parrot named Alex. Alex was very bright. He knew over 100 words. He could identify colors and shapes. He could perform addition, and he constantly played jokes on Irene. We have books by the science writer Jennifer Ackerman. She's an excellent writer about birds. The Genius of Birds and The Bird Way. This is her latest. A new look at how birds talk, work, play, parent, and think. In fact, ornithologists now believe that birds are way smarter than what they previously believed their baseline intelligence to be. So if someone calls you a bird brain, they're actually paying you a compliment. This book, Remarkably Bright Creatures, is a novel, and it's been on the bestseller list for 49 weeks. It's the story of a woman who strikes up a friendship with an octopus at her local aquarium. When I read this book, I immediately thought of The Soul of an Octopus, a nonfiction book. This was nominated for the National Book Award back in 2017. And it was written by Cy Montgomery. We have a dozen books of hers in the collection. She has written about a wide variety of animals and has done it for both adults and children. So if you look up Cy Montgomery in our catalog, you'll find 6 of the books in children's and 6 of them in adults. In this book, Montgomery profiled 4 octopuses. She found them to have distinct personalities, and she observed that they were brilliant at problem solving. And she concludes that octopuses do indeed have consciousness. So I recommended these 2 books to some local book clubs, recommended that they read them together. And I had great feedback on that. People really enjoyed that. This book, How to Speak Whale, is a fascinating look at animal interaction and conversation. It was written by Tom Mustill. He is a naturalist and a wildlife filmmaker. He teamed up with some tech entrepreneurs whose area of expertise is human language translation and using artificial intelligence in that effort. And they decided that if they recorded some animals in their natural habitats, they could take those recordings, analyze and decode the language patterns, and possibly turn it into something that humans could understand. So a real Dr. Dolittle adventure. If your fur baby is a kitty cat, then you will like The Lion in the Living Room by Abigail Tucker. In this book, Tucker looks at the history, the evolutionary biology, and the science of the house cat. And I think she concludes that we truly have not completely domesticated the house cat, and that they still rule us. And you know that old saying, dogs have owners, cats have staff. Alexandra Horowitz has made a career of studying dogs at the Dog Cognition Lab at Barnard College. This book, Inside of a Dog, was her first popular history science book about dogs, and it did very well. And we have subsequent ones of hers. Our Dogs, Ourselves. Look at that face. And her latest, The Year of the Puppy. What Horowitz is interested in is, what do dogs know? And why do they have such a strong bond with humans? I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the peanut butter treats and the belly rubs. Another area that readers are interested in with animals is how animals have impacted human history, our economics, our sociology, even our culture. And this new book, Beaverland by Leila Phillip, is how one weird rodent made America. We could also say it made Canada as well, for the simple reason that beaver skins were traded between countries. The very first millionaire in America was John Jacob Astor, and he made that first million in beaver skins. In Fuzz, When Nature Breaks the Law, Mary Roach looks at the interface between human and animal interactions, especially when conflicts arise. So not only does she talk about deer that hit our cars and birds that strike our airplanes, and the perennial problem of rat control, the author actually taste tests different rat poisons for their flavor profiles, without the poison in them, of course. And when she talks about statistics for the worst type of interaction, where maulings and human killings occur by animals, it's much more than lions and tigers and bears. For instance, in India, 500 people each year are killed by elephants. Mary Roach is always good for a book that is informative, quirky, and entertaining. We have 7 or 8 other books by her, so if you look her up as the author, you'll find them on very disparate topics. The Peters Township Public Library has many, many, many books about animals, and if you're interested in browsing them, you'll want to check out the children's nonfiction section downstairs, and on the second floor in the adult collection, the 590s, or if you're interested in domesticated animals and pets, check out Dewey Decimal Number 636.